Every day, I'm reminded of the extraordinary woman who shaped my world. Today, on her birthday, I honor her legacy. Her laughter echoed through my house, her kindness warmed my heart, and her integrity guided my life. My kids were too young to fully appreciate her influence. They were only a year old and 10 months old when she left us. But thankfully, her lessons have become part of me, and I'm determined to pass them on to my family. Many women I speak with say a driving factor in their life is to be a positive role model for their kids. And by raising well-balanced kids, women are shaping the future in the most profound way possible. Building a legacy isn't about a specific outcome, it's about the choices you and I make every day. We've already started writing our stories. Now let's make sure they're ones that we're proud to share. Find the full transcript and more resources for physician moms at inspiredmommds.com/29. You're listening to Inspired Mom MDs with host Cindy Van Prague, helping physician moms take back control and prioritize what matters most so they thrive in private practice and at home. Hi, and thank you for joining me today. The topic of legacy is inspired by my mom. Even though she left us 15 years ago, the pain is still very real. Her legacy lives on within me, and I hope to think in my kids too. I see aspects of her in me that I am all too happy to pass along. But I want to briefly discuss what she accomplished when she was here. My mother modeled many truths to live by. Here are my top 3. 1. Quiet confidence holds weight and respect. 2. Take time to just listen to people. And 3. Don't do what others expect, do what makes you happy. These truths have helped me multiple times in my life. So how do I create a list of truths to live by for my kids? I haven't always modeled the best behavior. There's so many things that I'm ashamed to have done. How many times have my kids seen a grumpy mom walk through the door or heard me snap back at innocent questions? They've seen me drag myself around the house doing all these chores and things that don't really matter. I wonder, was I showing them that things are more important than spending time with them or listening to them? Boy, is it easy to pick apart what is already past. I'll stop here because what really matters is how I respond to these stressors now or today. I'd like to think that the more recent memories of me modeling good behavior outweighs all those actions I did in the past, and honestly still do sometimes. It's a process, and of course, there's no perfect role model for kids. And maybe an imperfect role model is exactly what my kids need. They need to see how mom works through real emotions and exhaustion so that they can do the same. They need to know how to cope with all the crap that life throws at us. I am proud to be able to model surviving the crap. And when the day comes that my daughter writes about me in some futuristic blog post, I want her to have a list of truths to live by that my mom taught me. I want my legacy to be loud and clear. What are you doing to build your legacy? Leaving your legacy is not work, it's who you are. Your legacy is in every decision and every interaction every day. Your kids are watching and soaking it up like a sponge. They may roll their eyes at you and dodge you at all costs, but they do notice your actions and words. And if you think about it, with all that time spent in their rooms and with their friends, your interactions become shorter and less frequent as they get older. So your words matter. What you do today matters. Don't wait to start your legacy. You've already started. You can also make a conscious effort to model what you want your little ones to learn, right? What is important for them to know now? I know a key issue for me is to foster a love of learning. Since this is not just for them to get good grades, but since this is a part of me, I don't need to make an effort, really, to show my kid that when I have homework or I'm attending yet another conference, I'm excited. What I do add are the words to explain why. I tell them knowledge is power and it brings opportunities you never knew existed. I also try to teach them to be curious about, well, everything. I demonstrate that by asking the questions I have out loud. For example, I'll say, maybe this is me, I wonder why that butterfly just sat there for 20 minutes. Was she resting, soaking up the sun, thinking? Can butterflies even think? Okay, do you ever do this? Or is it just me? There are so many aspects that make a legacy strong, right? Other ideas are to model resilience or support dreams or support independence. Or perhaps your family values loyalty and giving to community over independence. There are a lot of cultural aspects to be shared and continued. What do you want to embody for your kids? What do you wish that they would know? Tell them, show them today. Sometimes you do need a little clarity and direction. And by defining your values and goals, you have a great start to give direction for how you choose to act. It may feel a little strange spending time on legacy because it's the gift we give after we leave this earth. It encompasses all those things that a person accomplished and the values they instilled and the relationships that they built. It's not strange to consider your legacy now because, you have control now. A mom's legacy can have a profound impact on her kids' lives and all the important people in their world. And I haven't even touched on the topics of leaving a lasting impact, say in the medical community or beyond. There are no limits here. You can leave a mile-long list of lessons and truths for people to remember. You have an incredible gift to give your kids. Don't forget to join me next week for another quick dose of support and inspiration. Until then, take care of yourselves and take care of those who matter most. It's time to take control and thrive. Thank you for tuning in to Inspired Mom MDs. Please share with other physician moms and leave a review if you found value from this podcast.